Hello po sa ating lahat. My name po is Dylan and you can find me on Instagram @fitpacketdylan. Meron din ako isang YouTube video na that would discuss yun, masyadong technical yun and all English yun, kaya ako may mga gear sa likuran. Pero itong channel na to is dedicated para sa aking mga Filipinos and yung mga gustong pumunta dito sa Australia or nandito na sa Australia or kalilipat nyo lang or nag-iisip kayo mag-migrate. Ito yung purpose na itong channel na to. I-share ko sa inyo kung paano ako napunta dito, yung mga tips and tricks. Yan. So, in this video, i-share ko sa inyo paano ba makapag-ipon or makatipid dito sa Australia. Alam naman, or hindi ko alam kung alam nyo na yon, pero Australia is one of the most expensive places to live in aside from yung mga given na like Switzerland and mostly nasa Europe, Luxembourg, yan, ganun. So some people think na ang Australia is no different from the US, pero no, you'll be surprised. Yung one good example is yung outlet, yung mga known brands sa isang hindi ko sure kung alam niyo kung ano yung outlet pero when I used to live in the US, yung mga nakikita kong tourist doon, they will go to the outlets with an empty suitcase and yun, mag-shopping na sila, puno na yung suitcase nila and sometimes yun yung day 1 nila, day 2 and yun yung susuotin nila. Dito, pag pumunta ko sa outlet dito sa Australia, nung pumunta ako, nung first time ko sa outlet dito, wala akong nabili. Because I think they're still expensive unless, yung mga sale like Boxing Day sale or yung mga 50%. And wala nga ako nakikita dito yung mga tipong, yung nasa likod na store. But anyway, that's beside the point. So, let me get on now dun sa mga tips ko. Like, hindi naman me and my wife were not doctors, we're not nurse. Dito na lang ako sa Australia naging engineer, but yung talagang network engineer. So we really started from scratch. So yung wife ko kasi yung unang nandito and kumakausap niyo siya, she started off with I think less than $1,000 AUD. So hindi yung hirap na dinanas ni noon starting and yun from there natuto siya. Ako din dumating ako dito, marami akong natutunan to the point na now yun nga, we get to own a house. Since my daughter moved out na, so she has her own place and yun, nandito kami sa we have our own house. Of course, we're still paying for the mortgage. May sasakyan kami do yung kotse na my daughter's car is still parked here. Hindi pa niya kinukuha kasi nag-aaral pa rin siya ng kanyang learners. So, ayun, and we still get to travel. So, yun yung wala kami masyadong gamit pero most of our spending is revolves around kung may paggagastusan man kami, it will be travels once in a while. Nagpapadala kami ng box sa mga families namin and marami kami family, my own family, my parents and yung wife ko, yung brothers and sisters niya and yung parent din niya, yung dad niya. So minsan nagtataka kami, paano namin nagagawa yun considering na mahal, na may binabayaran kami mortgage and we still get to travel. Like this year, we already booked our travel for Japan and a couple of countries sa Europe within later this year. So, gusto ko i-share yun sa inyo. Like, paano kami nakaka-afford to do those things and sana may matuto kayo dito and you can apply that. I think applicable din. Pwede itong i-apply kung nasa ibang bansa kayo or maybe in the Philippines. Hindi ko na alam kung ano yung i-research nyo na lang kung ano yung equivalent nun kung nasaan mang parte kayo ng mundo. Okay, let's start with number 1 is banking. So, Let's start with savings. Yung savings, major savings namin, hindi nakalagay sa one of the four major banks. So, yung Commonwealth Bank, ANZ, and hindi ko na alam yung iba, or Bank of Queensland, or whatever. Yung savings namin is nasa isang online bank na ang pangalan niya is UBank. Ang UBank, it's online banking, and ang kagandahan sa kanya, mas malaki, siya yung may pinakamagandang interest. Sorry, may pinakamagandang interest when it comes to savings. A savings account. Kasi wala silang buildings wala silang offices, walang overhead. So they can afford to give you a better rate. So, another tip pagdating sa banking is, pagdating naman sa debit card. When we started, of course, when we started, yung wife ko nasa UBank na siya pero ako when I started with Commonwealth Bank, which is one of the biggest, or siya yata yung biggest bank dito sa Australia. Then later on, natutunan namin through yung isang book na pangalan Barefoot Investor, na pagdating sa debit card, ang magandang debit card is ING. So it's not Australian base. Hindi ko na alam kung saan base ang ING. So it's an orange card, and ang kagandahan sa kanya is nire-rebate niya sa'yo yung mga transaction fees. Unlike, or for example, di ba dito, kung taga dito kayo sa Australia, you probably know na hindi parang katulad sa Pilipinas na minsan may network ka ng banks wherein you can actually withdraw. Di ba parang may malaking network ng banko na as long as may BankNet or Megalink, kahit mag-withdraw ka na mag-withdraw, hindi ka matatamaan ng transaction fee. Unlike dito sa Australia, pag for example Commonwealth Bank ka, pumunta ka sa isang gas stationer, mag-withdraw ka dito sa isang ATM na hindi naman Commonwealth Bank, you are going to get hit with a transaction fee. Now, if you use ING, yung orange debit card nila, yung mga transaction fees na yan, tatamaan ka nga niyan, but eventually they'll put it back sa account mo para magkakaroon ng rebate. So yun yung kagandahan ng ING, as if you can bank anywhere, plus hindi ka tatamaan nga, yun nga, mga rebates. So malaking katipiran yun. Yung every cent, it would really count. Pagdating rin naman sa credit card, ito natutunan namin, we're about to apply for this one. Pag credit card, ING din, kasi kung may credit card kayo, mapapansin nyo, minsan hindi nyo napapansin, tinatamaan kayo ng transaction fee because you're using a credit card. Yung ING credit card has the same mechanism as yung sa debit card nila, wherein nire-rebate nila sa iyo pabalik to your account yung mga tumatama sa yung mga transaction fee. I think may limit yun pero I think it would cover almost everything dun sa credit card, kung ano man yung transaction fee na ma-accumulate mo throughout a year. So yun yung tandaan nyo. Remember those bank names. UBank for savings, then ING orange card, both for credit and debit, because nare-rebate nila sa inyo yung transaction fee. Now, eto yung third bank na i-share ko sa inyo is, natutunan lang namin to from a friend who just went. We invited them over sa bahay kasi we were, as I've said earlier, pinaplano namin well, hindi na pinaplano nakabook na lahat. So, one of the places that we'll be visiting is Switzerland, and they've been to this place na gusto namin puntahan. And during our conversation, they mentioned something about this bank because this bank, pag ginamit mo yung debit card nila, yung ibabalik nila yung transaction fee, pero at the same time, pati yung conversion fee, babalik nila sa iyo. It's as if you're using the your debit card locally, parang ganun. Pero debit card lang to. And you can also use this sa ATM and i-rebate rin nila sa iyo yung transaction fee. This is amazing for international. And ang pangalan ng bank is Citibank. So, nung nalaman namin yon, yeah, we're gonna apply for Citibank and we'll let you know pagkatapos ng trip na yon. Pero if they went through it, and yun yung experience nila. So I guess that's a great one. So again, 3 banks, just a quick review: UBank, ING, and Citibank. There's great features nila. Wala silang offices, and you get all the benefits. And since nasa topic naman ako ng banking, let's talk about credit card. Credit card, ginagamit lang namin yung credit card namin to gain points. So, we're still keeping yung Commonwealth Bank credit card namin, but there's a reason for that. We use pinambabayad namin yung Commonwealth Bank namin na credit card sa mga big ticket items. Pero, ito yung big but doon, we pay it off immediately. Kasi yung interest nga nun. Why do we do that? Kasi, katulad nga na sinabi ko kanina, we're after the points. Kung pwede ko lang pakita sa inyo, after a year, you would accumulate all these points. Yung isa naming kakilala, ginagamit nila yung points to pay off yung credit card nila kasi parang it's as good as cash. Kami, we are treating it differently. Yung points na naipon namin, yung first set na naipon namin, na-excite kami. Meron silang website wherein pwede ka mamili ng kung ano-anong items na equivalent dun sa points mo. So, we bought ourselves a camping table, tapos isang bagong set ng mga pots and pans. It was amazing. Pwede rin namin sana gamitin yun sa flight center. But, this year, ang ginawa namin, ginamit namin lahat ng points to buy for appliances sa Myers. So, nagkaroon kami ng SodaStream, nagkaroon kami ng KitchenAid na appliance, nagkaroon kami ng toaster na sumabog dahil kalumaan na rin because it was a wedding gift. It was amazing. Ayun, yun lang yung tip namin talaga. And alam ko hindi na amazing yung ganun tip na don't use your credit card for something na it's money that you don't have. So, just a quick one. Okay, those are all the banking stuff. Okay, let's talk about paano kami nakakatipid pagdating naman sa shopping. Although minention ko na yung banking with a credit card, that's banking/shopping. Paano pagdating sa grocery? Yan. Believe it or not, it's up to you kung gusto nyo itong gawin. Yung we only buy, we seldom, sobrang rare. Every Saturday, nag-grocery lang kami every Saturday. At 7 o'clock ng umaga kasi usually doon nagbubukas yung mga groceries, diba? And consistent to every Saturday. Pwedeng Bullies, pwedeng Coles. And kasi, from my observation, doon nila binabagsak yung prices ng meat. Ewan ko kung ano yung belief nyo when it comes to freshness, pero kami kasi fini-freeze namin yung meat kagad namin. So at 7 o'clock, 7:30, we only buy meats na nasa at least 40% discount. Yon. So pwede nyo rin gawin yon. Tandaan nyo yun, we only buy meats. Ang tawag namin daw winning kaya nga kung may reality TV sa US, may reality TV about yung mga coupon wars, pwede kami magkaroon ng reality TV namin for hunting like yung discounts. So like I said, we only buy meats na at least 40%. Sige, minsan 30%, depende ko ano yung ano. Pero unless nag-experiment kami with a dish na kailangan natamin yung ingredient na yon, like that certain cut na meat, then that's the only time we'll deviate dun sa requirement na yon. Same eggs. Yeah, eggs we buy full price. But like I said, eggs, milk, yan, binibili namin ng full price yan. But the rest, we never buy full price. Usually, kung ano yung naka-sale. And it trains you to be very creative when it comes to kung ano yung sineserve mo for yung mga meals mo for the day. So, it would help kung marunong ka magluto, ganyan. So, that's it for groceries. Tapos, pumupunta kami ng weekend markets. So, kasi mura doon ang gulay eh. So, you can buy. Yun nga lang ang napapansin ko, and probably kung nandito kayo sa Australia, mapapansin nyo rin yun. Iba yung market dito in comparison sa market sa Paris or sa Pilipinas. Ang ganda ng market eh, di ba? Dahil parang araw-araw binabagsak yung gulay. Dito parang it's different. Kaya nga tinawag na weekend market kasi tuwing weekend lang silang nandun. So, mura yung gulay, but yung quality niya napansin ko in comparison to yung sa mga big brand market like Woolies, Coles, mas okay yung quality nung nasa Coles and Woolies. And yes, we buy them at a discounted price. So, ano pa yung next tip ko? Kung alam namin, so that's groceries. How about other items? Like, ano ba? Basta, appliance, ganyan. Or watch, or basta, everything else. We always, or computer, ganyan, computer parts, we always buy online. Kasi yung may caveat yun we always buy online, or we look for the cheapest price online, then we go to the place na yung physical place like a JB Hi-Fi na, or kahit ano electronic store. Let's say dito tayo sa topping na electronics na nagpa-price match. So yan, another tip for you guys is i-connect ko na yun dun sa next tip, that dun sa tip namin na we never buy anything na full price. We always ask for a discount. Yun. Kahit JB Hi-Fi pa yan, or kahit Myers yan, or Rebel, or yung mga sports believe it or not, pwede kayong makapagtawaran. Yan. We never buy full price. We always ask for a discount. Lalong-lalo na pag alam namin na nagpa-price match sila. So, kaya pumupunta kami online. For example, may gusto kaming product. Kaya it also stops us from yung mga spur of the moment purchases. So, ginagawa namin is we want something, like for example, something, right? So sabihin natin yung Google thing na yan, though that was like a gift sa akin. Sabihin natin yung ganyan. Kunyari gusto ko magkaroon ng ganyan, di ba? So, ang gagawin namin is I have so many stories Yung mga purchases na yan, like this laptop. Oh my goodness. Kung alam niyo lang kung paano ko yan nakuha. But anyway, so let's say for example yung Google na yan, di ba? So normally, if i-research namin yung price and we'll go to different websites and compare kung sino yung pinakamura. And kung sino man yung pinakamura, sinisave namin yan dun sa phone namin. And we go to JB Hi-Fi. And ang una namin tatanungin, do you do price match? Pag sinabi nilang yes, then ipo-pull out ko kagad yung ano na yun, yung website na yun. And yeah, off we go. And normally, yun yung ginagawa namin. Okay? So, we never buy full price, always ask for a discount. And pagdating sa food, pagdating sa food, yung wife ko nagbabaon siya sa work eh. Ako, medyo guilty ako doon. Which, iko-connect ko ulit yun sa isa pang sub-tip. Which is, set an allowance for yourself. Okay? Again, don't confuse allowance with budget. Okay? So, sabi nga dun sa Barefoot Investor, budgets, they don't work. What you do is, you set up an allowance. So, let's say, ito kunyari lang So, sabihin natin sa isang buwan, bibigyan mo yung sarili mo ng, kunyari, 10% na sweldo mo. I don't know. Kunyari lang, mga $200 or $300, kung magkano man yan. Yung $300 na yan, sa'yo na yan. You can buy, and also goes with your wife or your partner mo. Bigyan niyo yung sarili niyo ng certain amount, maybe 10% of your entire salary or 5% or whatever. Sa'yo na yan. You can buy whatever you want. You can spend it, mag-inom ka, bumili ka ng sapatos, damit. It's really up to you. But pag naubos yan, wala na. Pag naubos yan within the month, then that's it. You know, antay ka ulit for next month. And you really have to be disciplined na hindi nyo magagalaw yung budget na yan. Or hindi mo maubos yung budget na yan for the month. And you know, galing, I admire my wife for that. Kasi bilang mo nakakabili siya ng mga boots niya. Kasi yung ginagawa niya, nagbabaon siya, ganyan. Samantala ako once in a while, kakain ako sa labas. So, she would be able to buy all these other extra stuff. Samantalang ako parang by the end of the month, konti na lang natitirang pera sa akin. Kasi I think sa kanya, it depends on what you value. Ako, I value once in a while I get to enjoy, you know, good food. Yan. So, then once in a while kumakain din ako. So, anyway, you get the point. Set aside an allowance for yourself para hindi mo naman nararamdaman na parang pinagkakait mo yung hard-earned cash mo. Okay? Yun. At first, it's gonna be really hard. Pero pag nasanay ka, lahat naman, yun naman human nature. Lahat tayo nasasanay over time. And the last tip na you really have to trust me on this one. Is yung concept of, and I think this is the most important tip na mabibigay ko sa inyo, and I think you just have to trust me on this one because it has worked wonders for us. And anyway, I'm just gonna give it to you. You have to tithe. When I say tithe, it's really up to you. It's not just like a Christian thing, and I think it's regardless kung ano man yung religion mo, you just have to give something back to God. I believe this. Well, my family believes in that. Um, and I think it's I'm trying to really think hard kung paano ko to i-deliver na it wouldn't sound very religious. I want it to become very practical. Pero ang hirap kasi hindi ko rin ma-explain kung paano namin nagagawa yung mga na-achieve namin considering na hindi naman ganong kataas talaga yung salary namin. Oo, nandyan yung mga things in place namin like how we set up the bank account, the allowance, with the discounts, but overall, pag-iisipan namin kung paano namin na igawa lahat yun. So like for example, last year alone, biro mo nakapag-travel kami sa Japan, nakauwi kami sa Pilipinas, nakita namin si Tony Robbins, nakailang training kami, nakapunta, and these were all out-of-pocket expenses. Pero at the same time, nakakabayad pa rin kami ng mortgage namin. Ayan, yung kotse na babayaran. Never kaming napunta doon sa financial difficulty. Nakakatulong pa rin kami sa magulang namin, ganyan, sa mga kapatid. And it really boils down doon sa wala kaming ibang ma-explain doon except dun sa because we just trusted a portion of our resources, we give it back to the house of God. Yung I believe na kung ano man yung pumasok sa atin, dapat yung first 10% nun dapat i-set aside mo na kagad doon. Kasi sinabi rin yun sa Bible sinabi niya mismo test me on this one. And like you said, hindi namin ma-explain, pero the more that we actually give, the more na parang yung supernatural na kung paano siya bumabalik sa amin, it's just amazing. And so, at first nakakatakot I'll be spending maybe a couple more minutes on this topic. Pero at first nakakatakot di ba? You're gonna give this chunk of your salary, to the church. And siguro hindi ko alam kung dahil ba stigma yon iba sa atin or hindi lang tayo naniniwala na na eto totoo minsan nadi-dishearten ako when nakita ako ang ibibigay mo is like regardless kung Catholic, Christian or whatever, and na nadi-dishearten ako na pag nakakita ako ng $10 doon sa or sa simbahan pag nakakita yung pinapaas, nakakita ako barya yung hinuhulog doon. I'm like, I get it. I really get it na oo, yung kung ano yung kaya mong ibigay sa puso mo. Pero man, like makita ko bigay ko piso. So kung piso ibigay mo, ang babalik sa'yo piso din I'm telling you that. So I think amidst all the tips that I've been giving you guys, I think yung last tip na to, like I said, you just have to trust me on this one. But subukan niyo lang. And I'm telling, hindi ko sinasabing ibigay niyo sa charity That's not what I'm trying to say here. Or hindi niyo pwede sabihin na, ay nagbigay naman ako doon sa charity na yun, or nagbigay naman ako sa So I don't care kung ibigay niyo yan, kung ano man yung religion niyo. Kung Catholic kayo or Christian or kung ano man yung church niyo, subukan niyo give 10%. Pero not once, not twice, make it a habit. Make it a habit na ibigay niyo yung 10% niyo kung ano man yung church nyo, and see what happens. It's not gonna make you poorer. Hindi kayo hihirap, hindi kayo mamamatay sa gutom. Minsan parang feeling ko, ang iniisip ng tao, pag binigay ko to, mamamatay ako sa gutom, or magiging pulubi ako, magiging squatter ako. No. Na-test namin to, na-test ko to paulit-ulit, and minsan tinest namin, tinaasan pa namin, and yung balik niya, minsan di mo talaga ma-explain kung paano nangyayari. But anyway, that's it for now. Sana may natutunan kayo dito. Leave a like. Subscribe kayo, pwede. Okay. And I'll be coming up with more videos. And again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. And until the next video, see ya. Bye.